What is good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of I Got Next podcast. I believe it's number 20 for us. Jared can correct me on that if I'm wrong.
You're good.
20. Okay. This one's special. Because we got one of my favorite players to cover, one of my favorite people to cover, honestly. I'm not just saying that because he's here. Nico Batum. Is it Nicolas Batum? Is that how it's pronounced?
Nicolas, yes. Nicolas.
Nicolas
Yeah.
Batum.
Batum.
Are you okay with people calling you Nico, Nicholas? Do you care about that at all?
I don't care. When I got there, people call me Nick, and I hate it. I hate it so much, Nick. No, Nico. Nico is more like the way people call me. So Nico. I got Nico now.
Okay, we'll take that. Well, Nico, again, thank you, Nicola. Thank you for joining us. We really do appreciate you taking the time.
Mhm.
I know the season has been hectic and busy. You and I know it. It's been a crazy year. So I do want to say thank you for joining us, giving us I think our first athlete on this podcast.
Really?
So,
Yeah.
well,
I'm a former athlete.
I was trying to get someone else. I was trying to get Austin Rivers. We've had former athletes. I think before this podcast, we had like Richard Jefferson. We had Perkins. We had Phil Handy on a couple years ago. So we've had some guys, but
Yeah.
you are the biggest one to date, given your collective basketball accolades. I'd say.
That's one hell of a
But yeah,
distinction.
I
Yeah.
mean, I'm not just saying that. I think I'm right, but I do want to jump right into it though. Just some things from the beginning of your basketball career to now, if I could. So you're now in what year is this for? You're 14, 15?
15.
15.
15.
Right?
You're 15. Nico, do you feel old?
Yes. Yes. I kind of know. Yes and no. Still young when just 34 years old, but I'm 34, but if I count my years in France before I get to the NBA, I play as a pro. This is my 17th year, and I'm 34, so I spent half of my life as a pro basketball player. So I'm like, yeah, start thinking about it. Okay, it's been crazy the last 17 years. I've been lucky and blessed, but yeah, now I know, like, when you watch video of myself like 10 years ago and I was like running around and jumping everywhere, yeah, that was fun. But I don't have those days anymore, that's for sure.
I mean, talk to me about your first pro years before you came into the NBA.
Mhm.
Like, when did you realize that was a possibility for you? Like, all right, I can actually make the league.
Very early because me and I started playing as a pro, around 2005, 2006. And that was the time where like guys like Tony, Dirk, Powell, all those new European players were like, I won't say taking over the league, but like becoming like players, like all stars and all NBA.
That was Dirk's MVP year.
That
One
was
of them.
Dirk's
So,
MVP.
yeah.
Tony got Finals
When he
MVP
started.
like the same year. Like Tony got Finals MVP, Dirk got
Yep.
MVP the same year. So those guys really opened the gate for a guy like I think it was the first generation, like me, Marc Gasol, like Bellinelli, Gallinari, all those guys, our generation. Like when the NBA
Right.
would like turn around, and say, okay, who's next? Because all those guys doing great. So who's next? So I was that generation of we like when really the NBA like really opened their self and to Europe. And I was like, maybe I was like 16, 17 years old. And when I get like scouts pretty much every game coming, practice and games. And you come to understand like, okay, there might be a possibility for me to not just think about it, but to get and play there and delay because they were really open to the idea to, okay, every team needed their European player or their new guys or their
Right.
new drafted. It was the time of the team needed to have their new kid coming from Europe. So the hype was pretty crazy back then at that time for us. So that was cool though.
Did you have a place where you like wanted to go initially? Like I know that, Portland was like where you made everything, but were you like thinking you're like, I want to go to LA? Like I want to like be in the sunshine and whatnot.
And now I can say that story because I'm older and but I love to be honest. Now before I say that, I really love my time with the Blazers. Like
Yeah, for
I
sure.
love my time there, but I was ready to be a Spurs so bad.
Okay.
Oh,
Hey, Finals MVP, man.
No, and I was very much a pick away from being a Spurs because I got picked 25th,
That's right.
and the Spurs were 26th, and I pretty much had a guaranteed by them. So I was ready. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
and I know OKC was hesitating between me and Serge at 24 as they picked Serge Ibaka,
Right.
and in 25 I have no walkout and no meeting with the Rockets. So I was like, I'm the Spurs, good.
oh,
And now that was like 07, 08 Spurs, like
Right.
prime,
Like
still
peak Spurs.
exactly. They were like in their prime. So
Yeah.
I was so excited, but I got drafted by Houston. I was like, what? Okay, cool. And
Hey
trade
man, you trade breakfast tacos for the best donuts in the country. That's okay.
exactly.
That's
Yes,
cheap meal trade. That's
exactly.
okay. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
I wanna backtrack a little bit though. Like when you were growing up, was there a player that you kind of attached yourself to that threw you into basketball? Like, wow, I want to be like Mike or Magic Johnson or any of those guys. Like, who was your first like
No,
inspiration when you started watching the game?
growing up in the 90s, no, my mom didn't have a lot of money, so I didn't have the cable to watch the NBA games, and that was way too late anyway. Though,
Right.
so for us, the NBA game in Europe is like 3 or 4 a.m. So you don't watch those games at 4 a.m. You're sleeping. But I really watch like I already start watching the way I find out about the American basketball was in the '96 Olympics. I was 7, 8 years old, and I find out about Scottie Pippen. And Scottie Pippen became like my favorite player right away. In the '96 Olympics, and then I start following the Bulls, and I find out about the other guy he was playing with because
the
because
other guy.
I was 7 years.
Wait. Craig Hodges?
Yeah, Greg Hodges. Yeah, this one.
Craig Hodges?
But that's funny part because I mean I didn't really know. Like I was 7 years old, like mid '90s. I wasn't really open to. I was a small country town in France, so I didn't know like what the NBA was at that time.
Right.
And the Olympics made me understand, okay, oh, there's basketball over there. And then I find out the '96, '97 season was really the first season I really started to follow in the NBA. And I find out about MJ, I find out about the Chicago Bulls, all those guys. But still, even if I found out about MJ, for me, he is like maybe the greatest. Scottie Pippen was my idol. Like I really like to follow that guy.
When you got older, I remembered reading something. Do you miss the days where you're trying to like be like Dikembe?
Yes.
Like coming up,
I was pretty
trying
tall.
to finger wag everyone out the gym.
I did because no, when I was younger, I was the tallest kid, so I was a center.
Right.
Coach was like, "You inside, you a big man," and yeah, I got the wristband like Dikembe, and then even if I was a Scottie Pippen fan, I was like a big guy, so I tried to play like a big guy. So, and I was a center until I was like 13 years old. Though I moved. I mean, I played inside since I was like 13, 14 years old. I was a center. Then I step outside, put me to the wing spot. But yeah, Dikembe was.
That's a good coach, man. That's a good coach.
Is that where some of your shot blocking comes from?
Maybe no. Yes, I mean I was like Dikembe was like for like one of my favorite guys to watch playing basketball as well at that time when he played for the Hawks. So yeah, I came from that maybe.
Okay. I wanted to talk about we talked about you going to the Blazers. You had a great run there. I know you didn't have that like superstar name label attached to you, but that was the era that I was growing up watching basketball. I started watching basketball probably in like 2005, and you were just like one of the just premier do it all type of guys, like you said, like Scottie Pippen. That Blazers tenure, what was that whole experience like for you?
No, I really have two careers. Like I got the Nate McMillan stuff. I mean, Nate didn't play me like as a playmaker I was, but I always have so much respect for that man because I was 19-year-old from France, and he put me on the court right away. Yes, was on the way I wanted to, but you don't replace 20 minutes per game when you're 19 years old on a top 5 playoff team, like in the West.
Right.
And I learned so much because I was like on the court every day, every game, next to Brennan Roy, LaMarcus Aldridge, like
Yeah.
guarding Kobe, like 25, 26-year-old D Wade or LeBron. Like, yes, I learned a lot though that year because I went through so much stuff. Because it was tough for sure, yes. And we were winning games too. So I think I was like
Right.
a small part of the success at that time that at least I learned the game, like just being on the court, being there, like being on the court. And then when they made the change and they brought up Terry Stotts, and Terry was like, "No, I'm gonna put the ball in your hand because you can do way more than you've been showing right now." So I wasn't the number one option, like scoring wise, that's for sure. But I
What?
know I have like so much playing time. Sometimes I get more playing time than Dame or LaMarcus, and I would score like
Yeah.
8 points.
Yeah, I saw the playoff run
What-
where you were
what were the-
averaging 42 minutes, I believe, is one of them. It was insane.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
What were those 1-on-1s against Brandon Roy in practice like?
Dude, I'm glad I was starting because I was in the first unit, so I didn't have to guard him in practice.
Right.
That's true.
But he was
Been
no,
a nightmare.
I was always say that like before I played with PG and Kawhi, he was by far the best player to play with.
Yeah.
And I played with Dame. I played with early Dame. No, Dame was still like the first 2-3 years of Dame. So no disrespect to Dame. He wasn't the Dame like he is right now. So I don't talk about the player he is right now. I talk the Dame I play with. And LaMarcus was amazing too. But B-Roy was different though. Oh, B-Roy was good.
For that 5-year span.
Yes.
Just incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For true.
So, like,
all those
just
players,
Go
was
for it.
there like any veterans that kind of like just put your arm around you? Like you mentioned Nate McMillan kind of, threw you into the fire, gave you the best way to learn. But was there another player on the team, one of your teammates, that kind of like, hey, Nico, this is how things are going to go? Like, you're veteran, you're OG when you got there.
No, B-Roy was that guy. When I got there, I wasn't the starters though, and Martin Webster got hurt in preseason or training camp, whatever. And I know that B-Roy requested me to start. He said, I need Nico to be in the lineup. And I was literally 19 years old. I wasn't speaking a word of English. I was from France. I was like super, super quiet. But he saw me walking in practice and the way I was playing. I mean, I was pretty much the same player already, the way I play right now. And I got 2 guys, got him for sure, but the assistant coach, and I always say this guy's a big part of my career, is Monty Williams. Monty Williams was huge for me my first 2-3 years. He really took me under his wing from day one. I mean, he kicked my ass in practice every day. It was tough with me. He was tough with me. He was the first assistant coach, but he was like very, very tough with me. And he always like gave me advice. Like even if I had a good game, he said, "No, I'm gonna show up tomorrow in practice anyway at 9:30 or 9 a.m. whatever. You're gonna go like." We used to go. Now I always say that to those rookies. Like they go to the game, get like now you used to have like 1 or 2 buses. Now you get like 3, 4 buses to go to the game. Like Monty was like, Nico, we come down the early. We took a cab to go to the game because we have to go super early to go work out. So Monty Williams was call a cab, just me and him, and go to the game like 3, 4 hours before a game and walk out before a game. Oh, Monty was huge though for me.
Wow, didn't know that. So you think those early workouts, those early days over and over again really helped you, I guess, set the tone and the mindset for the rest of your career?
Yeah, I mean, that's the advice I gave to, because pretty much every year we have a French kid coming in the draft, so I try to be a big brother. So I always told that guy, and Monty used to tell me something like, don't forget, there's another Nick Batum coming next year in the next draft. We want to kick you out from this league. And you can't forget that. I mean, you're in this league. I mean, it's easy to get drafted. It's tough to play. It's tough to play, but it's very, very tough to stay in this league. You can never forget that. Getting drafted is the easiest part. Getting drafted. It's the easy part. to play, to get some playing time and to stay in
Get the
this league
minutes. Yeah.
to get the minutes and to stay in rotation. I almost got kicked out in the league 3 years ago. So I know. I was
Damn.
close to get kicked out from the league. So, and that's why I take these young guys. Don't take it for granted because there's another draft next year and another
Right after
one after that. And some guys are more and more angry, more and more like starving to get your spot because they don't care about you. Like
Yep.
I've been told, like I got so many advice. I'm like, this is a team sport, but that's your career. Don't forget about that.
Yeah.
Wow. I do want to I want to ask about just in general that Blazers team. Like, I have so many vivid memories of them. Like, I think you guys had who was it? Like Andre Miller, LaMarcus Aldridge, Wesley Matthews, Travis Outlaw, Martell Webster, like Brandon Roy,
Greg Golden.
Greg Oden.
Yeah.
I
Greg
mean,
Oden.
so I mean, you got to see two star potential players just not work out. I mean, how good could those Blazers teams have been if just guys had just been able to stay healthy? Luck had been on their side.
That would become my biggest regret in my career is that team, the 09-10 team. So especially when we signed Andre, we needed, that's all we needed. We had Steve Blake, but when we signed Andre, I think there was a missing piece. The Lakers were amazing. But we felt that beside the Lakers, no one was pretty much better than us. That's the mindset we have. The Lakers were the only team who could like give us problem. There were so many teams in the West at that time, but that's the mindset we had. And Greg was good though.
I was gonna say, how good could Greg have been? Do you think? Like, would he have been like just an absolute legend if things had panned out right?
I've been saying that for like 15 years. And I'm gonna keep saying that until my last day, my last breath. Greg is not a bust.
Yeah. I remembered watching I think our generation, me and Tomer's generation, like we grew up watching like those Ohio State games with him and Mike Conley. Like the KD Texas year.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Like Greg Oden was a freak back in the day.
Good. I saw some stuff in practice, saw stuff in games. He just he had the worst luck though. Knees didn't stand but he was very, very good. When he played with us, he had like some stuff. He was very, very, very good. I mean, I saw stuff in practice. I was sitting next to him in the locker room. I'm going to defend that guy until my last days. He's not a bust. I don't care what people say. He wasn't a bust.
Nah, he was an athletic specimen.
Yes.
For sure. That's
that was tough. Yeah, I mean, I remember watching those teams. They were. It felt like you guys were there, and I think one of the biggest like oh shit moments for me was I think it was Game 4. I don't remember which year it was. When Brandon Roy had 22 points against the Mavs.
Oh, the 2011 Mavs team.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the team that won. Yeah.
Like Dirk's Magic run. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That one when Brandon Roy played well, I was like, wow, this team like they could have just stayed healthy. Like just could have stayed healthy. They would have been a force.
And that moment was insane. That moment was insane because we pretty much all knew what was going on with him.
Oh, damn.
We pretty much all knew inside like that was going to be tough for him to move forward.
Clocks are ticking. Yeah.
And that was maybe the last moment, one of the last moments and that was like very emotional that game. And we down 22 with 9-10 minutes to go and just took over and went to that magical run. And I was like on the court, I was sitting screen. I was kind of on the fan watching it because it was a playoff game. I was like, as a fan on the court, like, I'm good. I was like 22 years old, 21 years old.
Right. And that's like big bro going off.
I like big bro. And I'm like, you're going, you're watching something legendary at the moment.
Right.
And that was really, really cool though.
Wow. Right. Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've watched that fourth quarter specifically, honestly, because it's been such a moment. So I can't imagine being there, living there, being on the court and everything. Yeah. I did want to talk, if you guys have anything else on the Blazers one, I wanted to move on a bit to the Hornets one.
Keep going. Yeah.
Yeah, we could. Jared, keep moving.
I'm good. Well, the Brandon Roy stuff made me sad.
Yeah. It's like you're taking that walk down memory lane, and it's just
man.
Because we didn't get to see what it was going to be, man.
Exactly.
That was the best 2K my team of my career.
That's good. You were able to get. I think you were traded to Charlotte, if I'm not mistaken.
Got traded.
You were able to sign a deal for life changing money for yourself, for your family, for your kids.
Yeah.
I know the tenure didn't go the way you wanted at the end, but like 5 years, 120 from a kid from a small town from France,
Mhm.
just what is that like? That moment they offered you the contract. I think Jordan was there at the time already, right? So like, what was that like?
Yeah. I took the meeting in Dallas, so I flew from Paris to Dallas, Texas, and yeah, I mean, I don't think at that moment everybody knew what was going on. I mean, even me when I got there, I don't think that wasn't the number I had in my mind, though, to be honest. And
Mhm.
no one was expecting it. Like even like June 30th, like no one
Yeah.
was expecting. Like we kind of knew the Mike Conley stuff was gonna come. So he had like the biggest contract at that time. We kind of knew it, but the rest of us, when everybody got like big, big overpaid contract,
The sky fell.
thinking
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like I remember like when midnight like happened and all the Vosge bomb like start dropping, and I saw all the numbers. I was like, "Yo, what's going on?" And there was me and no Evan Fournier, Jan Mahimi, like two of the French guy was free agent as well. So we're like all talking, like, see what's going on, see what's going on, and we were talking about okay, what we expected, pretty
Mhm.
much double, pretty much like all of us, all three of us
Wow.
is like double what we expected it like
That's
24 hours before that.
crazy.
And nobody knew like the market was going to be the market even like the day before. Like nobody could understand like what was going to happen that
Right, right,
July
right.
1st, 2016. And it
It,
went insane. And
Like it just came out of
but
left field, like just out of nowhere.
yeah,
I was just
That's
gonna say
wild.
for clarity's
Mm,
sake, this is the off season that 1201 Timothy Mozgov gets 4 years 64. Luol Deng got
mm,
something similar as well. Correct? That was that big one.
mm, yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I got
So
and the thing is, I resigned for the other. I resigned with Charlotte though, but I didn't resign for the max.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I
what was
got
your max this
three
time?
max offer. I had three max offer on the table. Three
Mhm.
that I reject. So I could
Damn.
sign for the max somewhere else. I say no, 'cause I
Right.
wanted to stay there because I could sign for the max for 4 years, and I stay in Charlotte for 5 because I had a good team. I wanted to stay there and didn't want to go anywhere else. But I could go somewhere else for the max deal.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. They couldn't offer you the fifth year, correct? Other teams,
Charlotte, yes, it could. No,
The other teams couldn't.
just Charlotte.
no,
That's
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
thought.
no.
I
Charlotte,
mean, so
no.
looking back at it, do you regret it? Not maybe looking elsewhere. Are you happy with that decision?
No, you can't regret it. No, I mean, no, I
Right.
can't. But my first year there, we had a great group. City was great. My
Whitewater Center, baby.
Yeah, I mean, my son was born like 2 months before that, and
Right.
I mean, it was my first son there. My wife loved it, so we had a good season. We had a good playoff series. I love the coach. Steve Clifford is great, still great. So I mean, like, why do you want to leave? Like, do we want to leave? I mean, it was perfect there. So I
Right.
stayed. I
You're already
resigned. I stayed.
settled. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good. So
Even
I stayed though.
like during your tenure there, obviously, like I live in Charlotte, by the way. I'm currently the Hornets
Mm-hmm.
reporter, but
Yeah.
I remember the Clippers came back for a home game this season. I've been out of the arena a couple years because of COVID, so it's my first year back in.
Mm-hmm.
Nico Batum still comes in and gets booed despite putting in
Yes.
time here in Charlotte. And I
Yeah.
remember you had a pretty solid game when you got here. Like I think you
Yes.
scored like 15 plus points or near 20. I don't remember, but
Something like that. Yeah.
how does it feel to still get booed when you come back into the building?
Every time we go to Indiana, PG get booed. When you go to San Antonio, Kawhi got a ring there and still getting booed. So me, Nick Batum, Kawhi still got booed in San Antonio though, and he got a ring
are
for them.
are you the type of person that like I know like we Tamara, Jerry, and I, we obviously work in like the field that we work in, and we give our opinions, we give our things, and people will boo us or give their opinions? Are you the person that's like, this is kind of cool that I'm able to get that I'm so big that I got booed, like I mattered so much to this city? I feel like
Right.
that's kind of like a flex, no?
Kind of. And you know what?
In a
It's
way,
not
in a
like
way, in a way, in a way.
it's not no, it's not a shade to American people because I've been in this league for 15 years and I love it. But Jokic said that last year when we got his incident with the Murray stuff and he went back to
Mm-hmm,
Miami and he said,
mm-hmm,
"Bro,
mm-hmm.
I grew up in Europe. I played in your league. Trust me, it's different." So yes, I've been in an arena where you really, really, really got booed and you really, really like got scared
Right,
about
right,
some
right, right,
crowd.
right,
Trust me.
right,
So,
right,
but
right.
I got booed because things didn't work out. And now the thing is, I understand. Like I'm not mad. I mean, I expected it. So,
Yeah, yeah,
but it didn't work out, especially the last 18 months. No, on the Cliff was different. When Cliff was there, that was different. But when
mm,
we met, this change the coach, change the GM, change the direction, the vision of the team, like changed totally. So, and I've been told like from day one, and literally from day one, when we get a new direction, and they went publicly say that publicly like they like didn't expect and ask me the why I got paid.
mm,
Like
mm.
we know, like we want you to be a 3 and D.
Right,
All right,
right.
I'm not the most expensive 3 and D in NBA though, but the funny part is when I got my first year with the Clippers,
Mm,
I didn't do anything different than my
right.
last 2 years in Charlotte.
In Charlotte.
But I was you. Oh, Nick Batum is great because he's doing this. He's averaging 8.4 rebounds. Yeah, these are the minimum. But
Absolutely serviceable.
but
Like,
I was viewed as the one of the best like glue guy. But
mm,
if I didn't do anything different for my last 2 years in Charlotte. Nothing was
mm.
different in my
Well, you
game.
played is the difference.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I
yeah,
play,
you got
but
you
I
got minutes.
played, but I played, but and I played in the team like was different. But I understand why people get mad because when you see a guy who make 25 mil a year, yes, you want him to do more. But and I tried, but they told me no, we don't want that from you. We don't want you to play that game because we're gonna do something different. We have another vision for you, for yourself. So, and the other guy coming too, because you have Mark, like Miles Bridges, Malik Monk, Dwayne Bacon, Graham, all those young, PJ Washington, all those young kids too. So, and you know me, so I'm like, I don't go against the coach will. I'm gonna do what I'm asking to do as a
Right,
coach.
Right.
And
right.
I mean, and when I left, like Mish Kapchak told me that. I mean, he said thank you for being a pro to never like make any stories or accepted like what we're asking for you. I'm like, I know it's been tough. I'm like, yeah, it was tough for me. It was tough for my family, and it was not easy. I mean, and I hated it because when the team like puts so much trust in you and doesn't succeed, yeah, it's tough because it's
Mhm.
kind of a shame as well. But hey,
You
Well,
touched on it a bit earlier, but I wanted to ask about Jerry. You have another Hornets one?
oh yeah, just I was just gonna ask one more follow up. One of the other bright
yeah.
spots being in Charlotte, you got to play with a good friend of yours in Tony Parker. Just kind of wanted to know how that season was navigated. Obviously, it was about to be on its way out. So, just how was that experience getting to play with TP?
That was fun because we and I we like brothers. We have business together. We run the team together. We do a lot of stuff together, and we always wanted to play at least one season together in the NBA. And that
I
was
was
pretty
gonna,
much impossible for me to play
I was gonna
in
say,
San Antonio. Yeah,
is
go ahead.
is that where like the talk about LDLC like started to come in when like he came to Charlotte? Y'all were able to like really like discuss in person all the time.
Yes,
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
yes,
Okay.
I knew it was like pretty much done, and I know like the San Antonio stuff that didn't end up the way he wanted to. I mean, he said
Yeah,
that publicly. He
yeah.
wanted to show like he could do it. So
Mhm.
he had different like that's why I think he signed with us. But that was cool to just share the cool. Why this 1 year in the NBA with him?
Yeah.
He's my guy. He's my big brother. So it's cool though.
Well, you mentioned earlier about how hostile international basketball fans can be. I think we had a conversation earlier this year about. I think it was your first pro game where you were thrown out there as like a 15, 16-year-old, I think you said. Um,
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
and you were starting, I think it was, and you just got. I mean, was it against Maccabi? I don't remember if that was accurate.
I was one of my first really game was against at Maccabi Tel Aviv EuroLeague. Yeah.
I mean,
I
so just
mean,
those fans.
the atmosphere is insane. The atmosphere is
Yeah.
insane. Eastern of Europe, I mean, there's so much passion
Mm.
to their teams, and they're gonna make sure their team gonna win. So, and I love playing there. That's why I love playing there because like you could see like sometimes I saw some videos they compare like the NBA or NCAA to Europe. Yes, it's
Yeah.
insane. It is insane for sure. But I mean, like as a basketball player, like sometimes like yeah, I would love just to play one game like as a home team again in front of those fans. That must be amazing.
You've
I
seen
mean,
those.
and on the road too. On the road too, it's pretty cool as well to be on the other side. To be honest, as well.
Suit up for LDLC just for one game, like an exhibition or something.
Exactly.
Take a
So
jersey off the rack.
you've seen those videos where like they have like torches lit and people are going berserk. Like, have you been part of that? Is that at that level of like
Yes.
intensity you have?
Yes. Yes. Couple times. Yeah. Turkey, Greece. Yeah, happened a couple times. Yeah, for sure.
Wow, that's got to be crazy. I have
Mm,
family who lives in Israel, and
mm.
I can't imagine that level of given all I've seen is the NBA. Like, I can't imagine that level of just intensity. But
Right.
on TV, you can obviously see it, you can
I mean,
hear it.
but as a home team, like you play at home, you got that kind of crowd behind you, pushes you really like you're gonna push, you're gonna get you excited. But when you on the road, like you know you're the road team and you just come in like out of the locker room and it's like packed already, like it's packed. And it's they booing you we like 30 minutes before the game, before tip off. And it's not like in NBA, like people get their popcorn, hot dogs, beer, whatever. Like it take the time to get on their seat. No, it's packed already. And they're like booing you and sometimes throw stuff at you. But you like just by winning a basketball game, you can shut down like 10,
Mm.
15, 20,000 people, like crazy people. I mean, that's why I love to play against those atmospheres, to
So
be honest. Mm.
as intense as it is, and as part of like the ownership team, ownership like board for a team, do you still hold on to like the old Maccabi gear that you probably had as a kid or nah?
I still have a new one though.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I mean, I grew up as a fan, and I'm still a fan
Right,
anyway
right,
of
right.
that team. And I'm a fan
Okay.
of basketball, and I saw that they sent me a jersey like this
Uh,
last summer. So
I was gonna say like hide it under the suit when you're in the wild card with
uh,
EuroLeague with them.
nah,
Superman-esque type of
I
The
mean,
jersey.
Bucks, you did, ah.
ah.
So,
Mm,
Nico,
mm,
your Charlotte tenure ends. We all that's pretty well documented. I was just curious the
mhm.
conversations that led you to joining the Clippers because I believe there were multiple suitors for you at the time, and you chose the Clippers. I know
Yeah.
Rudy and the Jazz were probably vying for you. Just what was the decision to join the Clippers? Why? Why the Clippers at the time?
Why? You know what I got released? I find it on Twitter. I told you that.
Mhm.
I find it on Twitter that I get released. So whatever. This is the NBA. I don't matter about this. This is that happened to so many guys. But yeah, I mean the first guy who called me was Rudy. He's literally the first guy who called me right away when the news dropped. He's like, bro, come on, you and me, we have to do it. I'm like, I mean, yo, it just happened, so I don't really know if I'm with it or no, like officially.
Right.
So I think I am. Pretty sure I am, but I need to let me find out some stuff. And like clearly my phone started blowing up. Even like Tony called me and he said, yeah, this coach wants your number. This coach wants to talk to you. I'm
Wow.
like,
Damn.
do they know what happened to me the last 18 months? I mean, I was pretty much viewed the worst player in the NBA, and like the news dropped like 5 minutes later. I was like, my phone was ringing like all over, like, and I was in France, so it was like 10 p.m. back home, 9, 10 p.m. back home. So
Trying to burn your minutes, the
I
whole
was
nine
pretty much
yards.
ready. I was, I was
Man,
pretty much about to go to sleep because I already woke out the next day. I had lunch with my in-laws also
Mm.
the next day. So I was I was ready to go to bed, go see my wife family. But no, I mean, and why the Clippers? I mean, I like pretty much 10 to 12 teams who call me that night or try to get to try to get me.
Right.
But the only team when I got the two best players, the coach, the GM, and the owner were the Clippers.
Yeah, yeah.
So
That was
you
the
had
only
it's been
team.
one
you had Kawhi,
more.
I
It's a
mean,
PG,
matter. It's a matter of
Steve,
respect.
Lawrence, Ty. All five of those
yeah,
guys were on the call with you.
Steve, all five, all
Wow.
five of them, all
What are they
five.
telling you?
I was surprised when I got Kawhi. When I got Kawhi, and Kawhi was, I had to text him Kawhi. I scared, and yeah, we need you to be with us. We need a guy like you, Kawhi stuff. But when I got a text from Kawhi and PG, I was like, okay, they're really, really, really interested though, because that was like 2 months after the bubble though.
Mm.
Right.
You all know what happened in the bubble for
Yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, it's interesting why they want me. Like they really want me. Then I talked to Ty, Lawrence. They offered like told me the project. I'm like, this is a team like who running for a championship.
Mhm.
I wasn't playing for a non-playoff team,
Right.
like and getting destroyed for it.
Night to night.
Destroyed.
Yeah.
I didn't destroy it. I was like, so you're gonna tell me that you need me? I'm like, you sure? I was more like, hey, you sure? I'm like, maybe you don't know what happened the last. Let me tell you what happened to me the last 18 months. But no, no, I mean,
They're
the
watching
thing.
Blazers
We
highlights.
think, yeah, maybe. See, like, okay, no, you don't know. Okay, let me tell you. But
So
I just this thing happened with Charlotte. I got released and I flew straight to LA. And
Yeah.
was there
How did you
was there
break
like
the How did you break the news to Rudy?
Oh yeah.
I told him no.
I'll see you in the summer.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, no, no. You know what? Because I knew, but they had like guys like Joe Ingles, and
Mhm.
because I was still like they had Joe Ingles at that
Right.
time.
Mm-hmm.
They had Joe Ingles,
He was
Donovan
their guy.
Mitchell. And I was like, yeah. I was like, they have guy like kind of like me already, and
Mhm.
I knew like basketball with the Clippers. I'm like, well, I know I can't fit because they don't have a guy like me
Right.
Mm-hmm.
in that
All about
roster.
fit. Makes sense.
Yeah, fit, and I knew I had to change my game. And I had to go back to my Nate McMillan days. Okay, you won't get the ball in your hands, but you have to find a way. That's what I think I'm more proud about my career is I tried to adapt myself throughout my career,
right?
Mhm.
like different roles. And I knew that okay, with this team, I can do stuff that not a lot of guys wants to do in the NBA.
Right.
Is to sacrifice and you don't give a damn about your numbers as long as you're going to help your superstar to have a big night and
Yeah.
your team to win. And I felt like I could be the perfect fit for that team.
Right.
That's why I chose also me. I made a choice because I don't think I could do it with Utah,
Yeah.
to
Well,
be honest.
so again, I just got to know.
As much as I love Rudy though, but that's it.
I was curious. What did you tell Rudy? What did you tell him? How did you break it to him?
No, I told him like no. To me, I just say yeah, I'm going with the Clippers. I think it's a better fit for me. It's just it gonna I mean just what and also like the story they had you just had. I think we had the similar stories at that time.
Right. Right.
Right. Yeah.
Then he
Their
gave the phone to
stories
Donovan
and
Mitchell.
my story exact. So I'm like, yeah, I went to the Clippers. That was
Right.
a good choice though.
I'm just wondering though, like, who was the runner up? Because he said you had, several teams, 9 to 12 teams that were interested in your services, but who was the one team that you were like, dang, I think I could really go here before the Clippers pulled out, the red carpet with all five guys pretty much dragging you in there? Like, who was the runner up to that?
even if I don't regret it,
Mhm.
but they were close to it. So Warriors, Golden State.
Mm.
Yeah, Steve Kerr has been very complimentary of you over the years.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a great talk with Steve Kerr, and yes,
Interesting.
I would have
but
been
I
an
don't
interesting fit.
regret. I don't regret my choice. I am where I am because I am where I'm supposed to be, and I really love it. And
Yeah.
when they won it last year, people was like, "Oh, you shouldn't." I wasn't mad because if I was there, maybe I'd do some mistakes and we would lose those finals anyway. So we can't. I can't say that.
I,
I may do some dumb stuff and we lose the finals. So who knows? But I'm not mad. But yeah, that was maybe the other team. Yes.
Right.
You, you've been super complimentary of Ty over the years.
Mhm.
He's been obviously super complimentary of you. He loves you. Um,
Mhm.
just what is it about playing for Ty that you know that makes you that has that connection between you guys? What is it that Ty did for you that you're like? Because you've re-signed here multiple times, and I think you've credited Ty. I think last offseason it was, or maybe the year before that, where you said, as long as Ty's here, I'm here because like he saved my career.
Mhm.
He did. I mean, when the first day I got there, my very first practice, I had no idea what to expect. I just come in. I mean, with this stuff about okay, my Nick Batum will just get released of maybe the worst contract in NBA history. So I had no idea what to expect when I got here. And Ty was like, "Oh, you're gonna be in the second unit right away. I'm gonna use you from game one." And the next day, like Marcus Morris got knee trouble. Say, "Oh, you move up with the first unit."
Mm.
Like on day two,
Like right there.
like I haven't played a game. The last game I played was January 22nd, 2020 in Paris. And then I got benched for the rest of the year. The COVID happened. We didn't make the bubble. And and we were like early December. It's been a year I haven't touched a basketball. I haven't played a game for a year. And you put me with the first unit on day two.
Yeah.
Oh, you really believe in me, though.
To contend for a championship, like for a championship level
Yeah,
team.
they contend
Yeah.
for a championship.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you put me next to Kawhi in PG
Yeah.
right away. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe maybe good fit for me. And then
they did their research.
great start after that.
That's really
Yeah,
investment.
like
Yeah, that's real investment.
I
Yes.
wonder if
Yeah,
you were
man.
like, what do you
Mm.
guys know about me that I don't?
I mean, I was shocked. I was like, guys, we need to sit down.
The term
It's
is all
not
right. Say less.
uh, if it's a joke, it's not funny though. So no, I knew my role right away, and I knew how to fit with those guys right away because I told you that a couple of times. It's so easy to play basketball with Kawhi and PG. It's
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Sure.
all I have to do is just to go out there and just read them and just play around them and make sure their life is easy. And I love to do that.
Yeah.
I've done that pretty much my whole
That's been like the
career.
theme of your career. Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
yeah, make the other guys' life easier. That's my career. People say, "Oh, you should do this, should do that." Yeah, but I'm gonna play 15 plus year by doing this, so it worked.
Mhm.
We've talked about it before. Um, I think that there was an immediate connection between you and the fans here. Batum Battalion just out of nowhere sparked up. You see signs of games. There's a dude who I think shout out Clipper Spencer. I think is his name. He dressed up as
Yes,
a
yes,
French revolutionary or something like that. I believe it was like so. You've
yes,
seen that.
yes.
I mean,
Yes, I mean, and that was cool because, like I said, and I understand. I'm not mad against the Hornets fans because
Mhm.
I would have been as mad as much as they do because I understand though it's tough. But when you come from a game, you get like criticized and crushed every home game to fans with chants for you, create a battalion for you.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was cool. Like it was really cool though, and in way to that, like when I get my bubblehead like last month,
Yeah.
I mean, I had no idea I could have one bubblehead like after like 15 years and everything I've been through. So that was, I mean, I love. That's why I don't want to go anywhere because I'm good here.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yes, you can go somewhere else. You can maybe play for more money or do yes. But I play for a good team in a decent city. Yes,
It's the bobblehead, Nico Batum bobblehead night.
there you go.
Ty Lue was
You
gifted
know,
with like 15 of those.
yes,
Everyone is on his office desk, maybe.
Yeah.
Mm, yeah. But I'm happy now. The fans are great. I'm 15 years in this league. I almost got kicked out, and I'm still having a role in a teams, in a pretty good team. I still kind of count the role anyway.
Yeah.
So no, I'm good here.
I just want to say
Love it.
before we
I love
move
it.
on to anything else here, I didn't hate you when you were here in Charlotte. I really didn't. I like,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you did, I understand though.
nah,
I'm not mad.
like I know what
Jerry, this
basketball
is the
is.
time.
I
This is
know
the time
what
to get it out the
basketball.
way.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Like I'm being serious though. Like, the Hornets have had some struggling years, and covering the
Yeah.
team since 2019, it hasn't been any easier to watch. So like having you here was a bright spot, and obviously Kemba didn't have the knee issues and stuff like that. Maybe things are a little different,
Mhm.
but I kind of just want to
Yes.
guide into. We have LaMelo now. I know that you probably have or have some type of relationship with Victor Wembanyama. How do you
Hmm.
see like this coming into fruition in Charlotte? Because trust me, man, I'm trying to have more hype here. I want to cover something fun. Tomair's getting to go to like playoff runs, and like he's the most fortunate reporter that I know. Because me, I started out
Yeah.
in poverty, and I love Hornets
Yeah.
basketball. It's fun to watch, but man, I'm struggling. How can we
Jerry,
land
this is a national broadcast.
We have to be real here.
Now, first off, you got a good coach.
We do. I like
Yeah.
And you start with this. You start with this. You have a good coach. Now, what you need is luck. You need luck. You need some luck. You need luck. You need that a lot because now you got a one thing you need in this league. You need a great point guard, and you have a great one.
Mhm.
You're gonna have him for a long time.
right.
And you're lucky about that. You have a great point guard. You got a good coach. You got a fan because this team this city love this team. They're ready for this team. They are ready for this team, like to pop out. They're ready to support this team anyway. But now you need luck at the draft,
Mhm.
and you need if you get Vic, I think that can be the finally the next step for you to really like be. I mean, because PJ is doing some good stuff. You have like good talent, but you have a great point guard. As if you have that and a great fan base, in Charlotte is a good city to live too. I love living there. I love there, so I'm not really worried about them because it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen at some point. And I'm off the books this summer, so there can be relief. I'm off the books this summer, so the salary cap, so it's easy.
Hey, what's that, man? I ain't even mad
So-
at
The
you.
fact that you know that.
So if Wemby does end up going, it's just going to be a vacation to go hiking and go to the Whitewater Center and just hang out.
If they accept me, why not?
um, Vic, though, in general, it seems to be like just the greatest prospect of all time. Seems to be bigger than LeBron, bigger than Zion. They had their hype respectively, but not like, I mean, Vic is getting games broadcast here. And you've seen him up close, I'm sure, during your time in France. I think you spent some time in the summer. How good is he? How good can he be?
And how tall is he really?
Nice. We watched Tyler was there like in Paris this summer, and there's a Bronny James in his high school came in Paris to play a game at the same time, and Vic was there, and Ty was like, "This is him." Yeah, and it's like holy shit. Yeah, I mean he's huge. Yeah, it's him. And even my son was shocked because my son was like, he's way bigger than you. I'm like, I know he's way taller than you. I know. I know. But no, he's gonna be special.
Yeah.
We all know that. You don't need to be crazy. He's gonna be special. And It's because where he's playing basketball, this is where I work out every summer. I work out in that gym, so I pretty much show him every day during the summer. And I work out before their practice. I got the gym before their practice during the summer. So yeah, I mean, I saw him walking before practice. I saw him putting in work. I know his mentality. I know like what he knows who he is in what he can. He knows that. He knows what he can become. He knows that. You don't need to tell him. He had like high expectation. But yeah, I mean now, yeah, he has to do it. It's great to say, oh, it's gonna be this, gonna be that. No, he has to do it because especially like with the new system we have with social media and expectation and everything, people are waiting for him now. And it's not a good way, by the way.
Right.
Because it's like kind of when Lonzo Ball came into the league. Like Lonzo came in with all this hype he have around him. It might be crazier for Vic. Like
Right.
yes, the first night he's gonna play against Giannis.
Yeah.
People are going to want to watch this, want to see it because yes, he's 18, 19 years old and he's 7'4". I don't know how many pounds, but yes, he's still skinny, but he's 19. Like Giannis was the same, Porzingis was the same. Like he's a 19. LeBron was different,
but
LeBron was LeBron. I mean, that's why. But
I mean,
him, yes,
that's level of a hype of a prospect that we're talking about. It is like a LeBron Kareem thing,
exactly.
You know,
it is. I mean, people told me that like he looked like a couple years ago, like he's like a Lou Alcindor type of guy.
Yeah.
Before he became Kareem, the new Lou Alcindor, like the 21st century Lou Alcindor.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see that.
Can I ask? I know, like the hype is through the roof for Vic in the States. I know that it wasn't quite as high for like Luka when he came in. Was it like comparable levels like overseas in Europe for both of them, like coming up, or is this like just through the roof?
The thing I always say, like the hype was the same. Luka was better. Luka was a Euroleague MVP at 18
years old.
I mean, you know, it's insane to be the Euroleague MVP, to win the Euroleague, and to be the Final Four MVP at only 18, 19 years old. That's ridiculous. And he won the Eurobasket with Slovenia too.
Right.
And he was in like all-team tournament. That's insane. The thing with Vic is, but Luka is like talk about his size and his skill set. He's a regular guy. He's like 6'8".
Right.
He's a guard.
He's a big point guard. Yeah.
He's a big point guard, but he's not like extraordinary.
Yeah.
Vic is 7'4".
Yeah.
He's like Yao Ming size, playing like a guard.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the craziest part about him. You don't
hitting threes on the move.
You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to see that.
Yeah.
Luka, yes, you can see, but he's a regular basketball guy,
right?
Body type wise,
right.
He's not,
right.
He's not. That's why it's crazy.
Is there somebody that you might like? I don't think you could compare him to anybody that's ever played in the league, but I feel like you have to mash players together, right? Like maybe he's Kevin Durant mixed in with some other hybrid big. Like, who are the guys that you see?
Hakeem.
Yeah, like traces of his
game. Me, I start following him since 14, 15 years old. Since 2018. That was like 4 or 5 years ago. I started really following him. He was like very, very, very young. But when they asked me, like, for me, when he was still 17, 18, like, for me, he can shoot like Porzingis. He's a size and can shoot like Porzingis. I was like, yeah, he played defense. He can be like a Rudy Giannis type of defense on defense. But I didn't know he had that handles though.
He was able to hit stuff on the move.
Like,
that's crazy.
Oh my God. I mean, yes, it can be insane.
It looks insane to watch on like highlight tapes. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I watched his game play a game Saturday. It was like bringing the ball up, like doing behind the back stuff and finishing like traffic. I mean, yes, it's insane. That's for sure. But now, he has like the next 15, 20 years going to be huge for him.
Yeah.
And I hope he's going to be the best. We're going to be the best between Wembanyama ever. I hope so.
Nico, I wanted to ask a couple more questions before I go to the trivia and the little game we had at the end. I know we talked about that the other day. Hopefully, we can
Yeah.
get you on some of those. Um,
Good luck.
who's the toughest? Who's the toughest matchup you've had in the NBA in your career?
I mean, when I had that question, I don't want to give the obvious name like Braun or Kobe or KD. Yes, obviously, but I always got two names. The first guy who really kicked my ass was T Mac.
Ooh,
It's always T Mac.
yeah, T-Mac is a
T
good
T Mac is the answer that no one ever thinks.
Was
Yeah, you caught him like at the
man,
end, like when he was still like the tail end of his prime with the Rockets. Still.
yes. I was like, I remember that was the first game I started at home. That was the first time my mom was there to see me live and my sister playing in the NBA. I was excited, and the dude gave me 45.
Yikes.
Oh,
But
That's
nice,
brutal.
No T Mac 45.
Yeah.
But you know what? We won at the buzzer because B-Roy got that crazy jump shot, like 3-pointer at the buzzer. We won by 1, so I didn't care.
Right.
We still won the game.
Yeah.
But it was the first one. But but I always but at the beginning of my career, the guy I hate playing the most was Denver Melo.
Oh.
You got some interesting ones.
Denver Melo was. I mean, yeah, Kobe, Wade, like yes, all those guys, obvious guy for sure.
Right.
But Denver Melo because we were the Northwest, so we played them preseason. We played them 4 times a year. We played Nuggets every time we didn't play for the Lakers.
Yeah.
And I had to deal with that guy every time. And Denver Melo was, yes.
Different.
Yeah, the old package.
Jab
the old
jab
package.
step was elite.
Jab, post up, threes. Like one dribble could dunk on you. Like,
and he was strong.
I still have that
think
jersey.
people forget how strong he was.
Oh, that was his
he
thing.
was. Yeah, true. No, I don't. I don't.
LeBron were basically around the same size, and the same type of frame. So I could imagine.
He was a little bit thicker back in the day
Yeah.
than LeBron.
Yeah, but his offensive package was like LeBron was more playmaker
Right.
if you could score, but
Right.
the offensive package of Melo was pretty remarkable.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Who is the? Do you have a favorite teammate over the years? I don't want to single anyone out, but do you have someone that was like your guy? Is your guy?
One guy, Patty Mills made the best I ever had.
Yeah.
That was in Portland, early Portland.
Yeah.
Early Portland. Yeah.
Early Portland. Yeah. Patty Mills was up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite player that you like to watch nowadays?
Giannis.
Dennis?
I think it's pretty remarkable now to be every night. He's pretty much the best offensive and defensive player like every game on the court.
Yeah.
And I respect that. And I respect that a lot.
Impossible.
I think I like watching him play.
So you
Yes.
know how fans on social media just like to have these debates and stuff like. Do you guys as like players ever like, oh wow, Giannis had this, or Drew Holiday had 50 the other night, or do you talk about like, oh, who's the MVP this year? Is that kind of?
Oh yeah, we talk. We talk. Yeah, we talk about it.
Yeah.
We talk about. Yeah, of course we talk about it. Like you see that guy, you see what happened, you see this, you did. Yeah, we talk about it for sure.
Interesting.
I won't tell you what we said.
No,
We talk about
that's
it.
right. And then, so I had an interesting one for you, and I have a feeling I know your answer because you're a very humble guy. Do you think you're a basketball Hall of Famer? Yes.
Me? In France? French Hall of Fame? Yes.
Oh no, the Basketball Hall of Fame in general, his overall career, international and NBA.
No. I got 6 medals, but only 1 gold.
I mean, you're saying
You tell me I
only
got
like
6
it's
gold,
like it's
maybe.
nothing.
Yeah, like that's pretty good, man.
That's 6 more than I had in middle school.
I have 1. Yeah, I have 1 European, like Euro Basket 2013 won the gold, but I got 1 gold, 2 silver, and 3 bronze.
I mean, you were able to bring, I believe it was France's,
I only won Olympics.
but
Only
but
one
did
Olympics.
you have France's first and only medal in the Olympics, if I'm not mistaken?
No, we got three. Maybe the first one in 20 years. No, we got in 2000 when Vince
Yeah,
jumped
That's
over.
right.
they did.
That's
Oh,
right.
that's right.
We won the.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah,
Okay. Well,
silver medal
I will
game.
say this. I mean, you do have a pretty like long resume, and something else I wanted to point out is that right now in the NBA, well, in NBA history, guys who have scored 10,000 points, scored 1,500 threes, 900 steals, and 600 blocks. You know who those players are?
How many? No,
Uh,
I don't.
it's LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Dirk
Hmm.
Nowitzki, Carmelo Anthony, Vince Carter, Kevin Durant, Paul Pierce, and yourself.
That's
That's
Hall
it.
of Fame
8 players.
company.
That's how.
And
Yeah,
those
that's
guys are Hall of
definitely Hall
Famers.
of Fame.
That's
You're the
NBA
fourth
75
international
company.
player to
Sorry.
reach 1,500 threes. I think you got that this year. We talked about that. Um,
Yes.
so, like, the numbers back it up. The accolades add up. You know, you had a ring this year. You never know. Um,
I will never know. I will never know.
but like you've had a
Not.
pretty insane career. Again, you said you're 34. You've played to 17. Um, you've done a lot. Again, it's a basketball Hall of Fame overall, international as well.
No, I'm not. I'm not on the Hall of Fame. I'm not. Come on. I got 0.5% chance to do it. But no, I'm not. Maybe the French, yes. The FIBA one, yes. Kind of hope to be in the FIBA
Okay,
Hall of
okay, okay,
Fame.
okay, okay.
But the NBA, no, hell no. Tony's in it. It's just Tony's in it, so that's good for him. I think we have one French in
To,
it,
to,
but
to make it,
no,
you're
hell
like,
no.
ah.
Yes, you got
I
one.
mean, we'll see when it's all said and
Yeah.
done. We'll see. I mean, again, I think if you add a ring to it, I think there's no question.
No
I
question.
mean, considering
Come on.
if you had an NBA championship with all the international accolades you have,
Uh,
I would like to see.
I
I'd
don't
like to
know.
see Nico there. But I don't know either,
What
man.
what Tomer is saying right now?
I don't
What Tomer
know.
is saying is
To
what
be
Tomer is
to
saying
be
is that he has a
honest,
vote.
I don't know.
It's the Clipper
No,
bias.
no. The list you gave me, yes, but the other fame,
okay,
come
okay.
on. I told you I'm the French one, the FIBA one, I'm cool, but the NBA stuff, no.
There's a reason why Tomer hasn't opened the bobblehead yet. That's why.
No, I have
Exactly.
three of
No,
them.
come
I have three of them.
on.
Dog, you're proving my point.
I got 30. I got 36. I got
That's
36.
it.
I got $2 of 18. I got $2 of 18
Uh,
I'm
for
just imagining like boxes that like stack up like the moving tables, just full of them. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So before, so Mayor,
um,
before we jump into the trivia and the games and stuff, I wanted to ask a question that I was asking during All Star Weekend to some of the retired players and stuff. Like, you're year 14, 15 here. Can you give me like a starting five of guys that you played with? Like, give me the makeup of a starting five of everybody that you played with in your career.
like all
Up to
time.
this,
I'm not in it, right?
yeah,
Just
just
five
five
guys.
guys.
I have a feeling I can guess four of them.
All right, go
No,
ahead.
no, no,
I'm
no.
guessing.
I'm not listening
no,
to this.
no. He has ideas.
No,
I have a feeling I have four of them right off
no,
the bat. Right off the bat.
it's tough to choose a point guard
Right.
because I play with so many point. Like when we signed Westbrook, I was during the
Right.
All-Star break, and I was going through the list of the point guard I play with. I play with Westbrook, Rondo, Pat Bev, Steve Blake, Kemba, Dame, Tony Parker,
That's tough.
That's crazy.
Andre Miller. I was like, yo, I play with some good point guard.
Patty Mills is standing in the corner, just like.
Patty Mills. Patty Mills is a point guard. Yeah. Sergio Rodriguez. He's
I
not
forgot about
great
Sergio
in
Rodriguez.
FIBA.
Right.
I mean, Sergio. I play with so, but if I gotta
Dog,
choose
his EuroLeague
one
highlights were
I play
elite.
with in the NBA, I got a great one in Kemba. I gotta take Dame.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta take Dame. Shooting guard, B Roy. I take B Roy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I won't pick a true center,
Okay.
but my front court's gonna be PG, Kawhi, LaMarcus.
That's 4.
Ooh,
I like it.
interesting.
I like it.
Yeah.
Tomer, who are you thinking?
Yeah, I got
The only one that I missed was the point guard.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you're gonna,
Yeah.
pick the corner.
Yeah, I wasn't. I
That's
wasn't.
tough,
I
though.
just didn't think you were going to go with a modern NBA 5. Is all I was going to say. Well, LaMarcus is great.
I mean, I can't. I mean, because my best years was with Dame and
Right.
LaMarcus.
Right. And then now you can't say no to PG and Kawhi.
I cannot exactly. And B-Roy
That's
is
Brandon
B.
Roy.
Roy.
I know
B-Roy.
B-Roy is B-Roy.
B-Roy. Yeah. So yeah, that's my 5.
We didn't touch on it.
That's my 5.
That's an insane 5, by the way. But we didn't touch on it. But I wanted to ask about the Westbrook edition. What you've made of it? I think there were a lot of question marks, at least from the outside, about it, about the fit and everything. What have you made of Westbrook's addition to this team?
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I'm not shocked. And it's pretty much like when they ask me, like, what do I think about hiding him? It's pretty much what I'm envisioning. Yes. Is he going to take shots and turn the ball over? Yes. Like every point guard in this league.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, now it looks like when you talk about Westbrook, like, it feels like all the other players in the NBA are perfect.
Yeah.
Like nobody else missed shot. Everybody average like 95% from 3. Yeah, it lose 0.2 turnovers per game. No, I'm dead serious though. Is it like the thing I like with him? At least we know what's gonna happen,
Right.
but we gotta stop focusing on the negative of that guy. I think we focus way too much on the negative of that guy, and we never because when I listen people and I don't know basketball, for me Westbrook averaged 0.2 points per game at 1% from 3, 2% from the field, and 7 turnovers per game. No, he's gonna do stuff on the basketball court, gonna help your team anyway. And I understand situations though. It didn't work in the last situation. Like I said, that's okay. And that's his fault, the team fault. I don't know, and I don't care.
Right.
It happened, and it's over. He moved on. Now he's with us, and he's doing good. I mean, he's doing good. Yes, he has some stretches, and he got bad turnovers. Yes, but he have way more stretches. We do way more good stuff for us too. And I'm just focusing on that. Like last game, I mean, we got 36 and 10, and he carry us. We have no Kawhi, no PG. One of the
Is he
toughest
just
guys
as
on the
intense
road.
in practice?
That's what I was going to say. He's big for you guys in that if Kawhi and PG do have to miss games, you have a guy who can create, who has that motor to play 100% downhill.
Yeah.
24/7.
Yeah.
Done it for years.
It's huge. I mean, you can't. I know you won't question that because at least you know what
Right.
you're gonna have, what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
At least.
You don't question the energy. You don't question you like the intensity. Always 100.
Even with the Lakers, like it wasn't the best fit, but I never questioned if he was actually putting
Yes.
forth his best effort every single
He was still
game.
putting up a damn near triple double.
Exactly. Yes. It might average 16, 5, and
Yeah.
7. I would love to average 16, 5, and 7. I would love to. I would love to. Man.
I'll move on to some of the trivia stuff since Nico claims to know so much and thinks he can't be outsmarted in some of these. Nico, what is your career 3-point percentage?
Oh,
No, you said you
God.
knew it. You said you knew it. You said
Really?
you knew it. You said you were ready for him.
I know stuff about, but not about myself. I would say 30, 35. 35.
I think we got him.
It's like
I'm
It's
willing to
close.
give him- I'm
That's
willing to
close
give him a
enough.
percent. I'm willing to give him a percent.
That's
either
close
way.
enough.
36.4.
that's close enough.
36?
36.4. You were close enough.
I didn't see myself die.
Yeah. How many triple doubles do you have in your career?
9. I tried to get my 10 so bad and I couldn't do it.
So we didn't get him on that one. Okay.
No.
Gary, why don't you get the teammate one? Let's see if he knows this one.
I got you. I got you. Who is the teammate that you played the most games with?
LaMarcus
Yo.
Aldridge.
Damn.
Do you know the number?
Yeah. Do you know the number?
I play 4 years with him. 7.
Damn, I'm surprised you knew that.
So
I mean,
yes.
damn. It was close. I think it
LaMarcus.
was like LaMarcus. I think
Yeah.
Wesley Matthews is one of them for a bit there.
Wesley. Yeah, it's like up there.
Yeah.
Just so you know,
He's the one that did.
400,
Yeah.
447 with LaMarcus.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, well, you already told me how many Eurobasket medals you have, so you know that. What is your career high in assists?
16.
Damn.
Do you know against who?
Damn. Tomer,
That's my last triple double, but that's my. I mean, give me some tougher question though. That's my last triple double. Actually, that's my last one.
We're
That's my
gonna
last
jump back
triple
to the
double.
Hornets to just how many years has it been since the Hornets last made the playoffs?
The Hornets
Yep.
was 2016, 2016
Yeah, it's 20.
against Miami.
Yeah, it's 2016. Go ahead, Drew.
Wow.
Oh no, I got a tough one. It's not really a trivia one. I just want to know. You know how like everyone has like their hometown pizza joint? I don't know how often you go back. La Gondola or Milano in Point Levesque?
For the
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna stick to some trivia. Let me ask you something else. I've been looking some things up, so we're gonna keep this going. Which father-son tandem in NBA history has the most points like scored together?
Bears.
Who?
The
Oh,
Berries.
the berries.
Like the Berries because 3 sons.
Yeah,
the Berries.
It's not.
Because 1 or 2 sons. That's a trick question. That's 1 or 2 sons. Because 2 sons play in the NBA for the Berries. So you combine all the sons and the fathers. They're
That's
number
fair.
1.
Are you just talking about the one, Jerry?
Oh my God!
I was just talking about father, son, not sons. Just father.
My guy hit you with the reverse.
Just
Uno
one.
card.
Okay.
You about got me.
Okay.
He just smacked you in the
No, I
face.
mean, the Curry seems so obvious. But I would say the Curry, but I think the Wharton might be up there. But I would say the
So
Curry.
the Curry's actually second. Number 1 is Kobe and Jelly Bean Joe Bryant.
Oh,
That's that's a trick. That's a Kobe Smush Parker saying that they scored 85 points against the Raptors in 08.
Joe Bryant has 5,000 points, man. That's a solid NBA veteran career.
That's true.
That's fine. That's all right. That's fair. That's fair.
Kobe at 33,000. Kobe got 33,
Yeah,
33,
Kobe's
33.
85% of
That's
it,
smart.
but
Good job.
it still counts.
Together they also just passed Kareem.
Hey, as soon as Bronny gets in the league, you already know it's going to be Bronny and LeBron because all Bronny has to do is score a point.
Right.
He scored 1 point, 1 free throws, it's done.
Oh my God,
Nico, who did you have your career high in the playoff points? Career high in points in the playoffs against?
Houston.
In the playoffs.
Rockets. 27. Yeah. Houston twice. You mean, playoffs? Oh, Miami.
Was it?
No.
I don't think that's correct.
Houston, 2014.
Houston, no. To me, what I see here is the Grizzlies on April 25th, 2015. 27 points.
Oh.
Got it.
I know that.
There you go. I got one on them.
he's so proud.
I got
Got
another
me.
one. I got
Anyway,
another
this
one.
guy, you have no idea. This guy the other day was telling me that he does trivia on the other pod, and he's like, "No, I know everything. I know the '96 French basketball team."
But not about myself
I
though.
mean, you
Not about
lived
myself.
this.
I
You
don't care about
lived this.
myself.
So I'm sort of expecting you to maybe. No, I don't know.
Well,
I don't even know my career in
I'll ask.
playoffs.
I'll ask
So
one
see
more. I'll
how
ask
much I
one more.
care.
Since it was just broken. For a rookie season, can you give me the top 3 guys that's made the most amount of threes?
Oh, you just got beat
So
last
you know
night.
one for sure.
You know one. He beat Murray, Jamal Murray, and so the Sacramento kids, the kid from Sac,
You mean
Murray,
Keegan Murray, right? Not Jamal
and
Murray.
who's the other one?
Yeah,
I knew it.
yeah.
Both. Jamal Murray's in it. Jamal Murray's in it. Both Murray. And Edwards is in.
I feel like I know this, and I don't think Jamal Murray's up here.
Anthony Edwards is
Nah,
in.
I
Jamal
think
Murray's not
can
up
I
there.
can I guess before we tell him the answer?
Yeah, for sure.
The thing he got beat
I
every
feel like
year.
it's Keegan
So
Murray.
I mean Murray's in.
Um,
Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards
I
is
don't think
5th
he's. Yeah, I
on
don't think
this
he's up
list.
there. It's is it Keegan Murray,
Damn.
Donovan Mitchell, and Damian Lillard?
That's the top 3. Yep, you got it.
Dame is still up
Yep.
there?
Damn, Dame's still up there.
Dame is I didn't know Dame was still up there though. I knew he broke it, but I didn't
Dame
know he
has
was
He's
still up
third
there.
now.
185. Mitchell made 187, and Murray just got to 188 last night.
Wow.
Wow, that's crazy.
Wow. I
Hey,
didn't know Dame was
we
still up there
stumped
though.
him. We got Nico a little bit. We stumped him.
You got me. You got me. And I'm shocked. Not gonna go back to my guy and say, they got me. They did a good
Okay,
job.
so take this
Funny.
blueprint to first team when you do their podcast.
Right.
I
That's
will.
true.
I will.
That's
I
true.
will.
You gotta tell
Get the
I
deep cuts
will.
going.
because that's what I did with the Kobe and Joe Bryant question. Just pulled it
That's
straight
true.
up
That was
out.
a good one.
Jerry
That was
cheats.
nice.
Jerry cheats.
That's a good one.
You don't have to give him credit.
I want to ask you to rank some of the biggest shots in your career. So I have 5 listed here. You can feel
Yes.
free to add anyone you want. But I
Yes.
have the tip in against the Spurs, March 2011, the alley-oop tip. I have the corner
Mhm.
game winner, Blazers versus Cavs. This is after you had the game-winning shot that didn't count in regulation, the floater tip in.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
have the game-tying 3 against the Blazers, out of bounds. You got it off the. I think LaMarcus and Dame set a double screen for you. You came top of the key, pulled up for 3, and tied the game against the Clippers. There was the Clippers-Knicks game. You know that one very well. You hit the game-tying shot this year at the buzzer. And you have the game-saving block, France versus Slovenia, to send you guys to the gold medal game.
Oh.
Rank those 5 for me.
The block by far number one. The block is by far number one, though.
Yeah.
You know, it's. I mean, you bring your country to Olympic finals after 20 years. And the Olympics was my dream because I told you, I started watching basketball because of the Olympics. I mean, Olympics was my dream. To play the USA in the finals, that was like my dream as a kid. And to block the shot, to make a swing, to go there, yeah, the block's number one. I would say the tip in against San Antonio. I know it was the easiest shot, all of them, but that was my first one. That was my first game winner. And over Tony.
Oh, was it over Tony? I didn't notice
Over
that. Was he
Tony.
under there?
I would, yes, it's
I know
over.
Manu
Over
switched the
Tony.
screen and came out to
And
Ooh,
I would say this
okay.
one. Yeah, that was over Tony. I said the Garden stuff. The Gardens one.
Okay.
The one in New York this year. And for the Cavs. And I put the Clippers at 5th because I love them, so I'm gonna put them number 1. So I put the shot against the Clippers.
That's dope. Okay, now I'm gonna play something here. The guys know about this. But I've been wondering if you know, um, first of all, what this is, if you've heard about it. I'm going to pause this and bring it at the beginning. Have you heard
This
this
is out of
bar?
pocket.
And do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know about it right here?
Out of pocket.
Oh, I
I
know
told
what
you
you're
he
doing.
knew. You can't
Of
you
course,
can't
I
trick him
heard
with
about it.
this.
Of
I
course, I
just
heard
want. I
about it.
just. I haven't. I just want your
I heard
reaction to
about
it.
it.
What?
I
Where
find
did
it.
that?
I
That's a
find that.
freestyle, obviously. And you just. He took a stray at you for no reason.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I have no idea, like, first who that guy is.
Damn.
But
Damn.
I mean, no, I mean it's not bad. I mean, I don't know, but
He's from
hey,
Charlotte.
Hey,
I
chill.
mean,
We don't
No,
yeah.
no, no, no,
He's making that
no,
up.
no, no.
He's making that up.
I'm just playing.
I was like, damn. No, I don't know. I won't say I don't care, but all I know is this freaking Rudy Gobert now, like send me this every time. So
Rudy Gobert's your social media guy.
Yeah.
yeah, like I know, like last time, like pretty much he watched the comments on my last pick. He gonna put that on the comment just to fuck around with me. This fucker. But, and, like I saw him gonna play it. Like yeah, I mean we just talking trash to each other every time, but no, I mean what am I going to
I
do
was
with
just wondering
it?
if you,
I
if you
mean
know.
I'm in the fourth quarter anyway
Right,
on the
right.
court sometimes.
And I think it was, I actually
Yeah, I
I
know
should have
about it.
posted
Yeah, I heard
that
about it.
after you hit the game time shot against the Knicks. I really should have posted
You
that.
should
And
have.
that was an error on my part. I messed up.
Nah, that's fine. That's fine.
But yeah, I just
Chance
want
to
to know
get
if you
back.
heard about it. I was
But
just
hey,
curious. I figured you were.
is it was it courtside?
What was courtside?
The guy he
Oh,
said
I
it
think
was
that was just
courtside
freestyle. He said
Nah,
he
it's
was
just
bar.
I
straight
think
up.
no. I think he was just talking. I think he was just
Ah,
Yeah,
talking.
he
okay.
was just talking. I literally think he was just talking. He wasn't. Yeah, it
Okay.
wasn't.
Okay. So he's not. So he's not courtside, and I'm in the fourth quarter. I'm on the court.
Yeah.
So hey, that's fine.
Okay, for our final thing again, Nico. Thank
Real
you
quick,
so much.
Tomer.
Oh, go
I
ahead.
think I can trick him. I think I can trick him one more time with trivia. Because y'all asked some good
Go ahead.
questions. I want to ask. I want you to name, Nick, the all tournament team from the 06 Albert Schweitzer tournament.
Can you send me the link to that? Like,
Jerry thinks
Oh
he did his
my
research. Jerry thinks he did
god!
his research into Kobe and Jelly Bean Bryant.
Oh.
I got one teammate of yours. There's one name that you gotta get on here. Okay.
Yeah, Alexis.
Okay.
Alexis
Yep.
was in with me.
Yep.
I remember
Okay.
that. I remember
Okay.
Alexis
That's the
was
one
in
name.
with me. So we beat Turkey in the finals. So it's gotta be a Turkish
Yep.
guy.
Weirdly enough, no.
Ercek?
He's the only one on this lineup that didn't make the league. Weirdly enough, Caspi's in
Caspi
it.
is in it.
Omri Caspi.
Omri
Yeah,
Caspi's in it.
Caspi was in.
Yep.
Caspi was in. Patty?
No.
Yes?
No. So you're missing the dude from Turkey, another guy from France, and a Serbian. See, Jerry Tomer. Yep.
Balbe.
That's the one. Yep.
Balbe was in it.
Yep.
Douglas
Balbe. Yep.
Balbe was playing Texas.
Played in Texas.
Played in Texas after. Douglas one is. And another guy. So that was Douglas, me, Alexis,
Yep.
Caspi. And I missed one.
No.
French?
I was teasing you. I was teasing you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, when you win the MVP
Serbia.
of a tournament,
One Serbian.
Yes,
Radurica?
yes, you got it.
Radurica?
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that was gonna stump you. Wow. Okay, winning MVP
Yeah.
didn't give you too big of a
Yeah.
head to forget everyone else. Just playing.
That was crazy.
I was 06.
Taking it back to
Awesome.
pre-draft days.
I was
That's
Yeah.
17 years ago.
Damn, like I had to Google it. Like I was like, whoa.
Wow.
Mm.
Dang, I thought I was gonna get him.
I do want to close out with something that we do here, Nico. We do this. We do every episode that we do. We do an all-time draft right now, where we're one of us picks a team, and we have to select a starting five in snake. You know what a snake draft is, right? So we have to select snake draft style. Select the roster of point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and center. What we're going to do though is we're going to do this with all-time international players. Select a starting five. Since you're our guest, I will give you the choice of where you want to pick. You can pick first, second, third, fourth, whatever you want. You want to pick second?
Okay.
Second.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go first. I'll go
I
first.
give you the first pick.
Nico will go second. Jerry will go third. Julian will go fourth. I think we're all good with that order.
I'm gonna win.
And we're selecting a point guard. You know, we obviously make up different positions, but we want a starting five type of thing. Okay, here we go. All-time international draft. With the first pick in the international draft. Oof, that's a lot of pressure, Nico. I thought you were going to say you want to go first.
No,
Tamer's stressed out.
I thought for sure you were going to say you want to go first. I was there second.
That's why. That's exactly why it's such a second.
I'm going to set the tone. I'm going to select Hakeem Olajuwon. With my number one pick.
I've seen it coming.
Controversial pick.
Okay, question. I got one question. Because he played for he's from Nigeria, but he played for the USA team, though.
So we actually...
So is Tim Duncan American or not?
We talked about it, case-by-case basis.
Let's say foreign-born.
Case by case, yeah.
We could say foreign-born. Like,
Yeah, let's go foreign-born, I would say.
Like no Kyries and Ben Simmonses.
Who was born on, like, army bases?
Yeah.
So where do you put Tim Duncan?
That's what I was going to say next. Like, Tim Duncan was born in the DR.
We had before you come in.
He was born in the DR. So if that's the case, Tomer, you fumbled the bag.
I will let you pick Tim Duncan if you want to pick him. We'll do that.
Okay, I got Tim. Let's go over the rules. I got Tim.
I'm gonna go with Giannis. I'm gonna take Giannis.
I want this on the record now. If Tomer had 3 bobbleheads of me, I would have also been able to pick Tim Duncan second. I'm just playing. Okay. Give me Pau. Give me you have Giannis, huh? Give me Pau. Give me Jokic.
So you're going Twin Towers. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Dang, there's a lot of good talent.
There's a lot that can slip through.
I'm kind of torn on 2, but I think I'm gonna take the two-way guy. I will take Joel Embiid. I'll stay new school. I'll stay new school right now.
Okay.
Good pick.
It's the one I wanted, though.
Good pick.
I know he's trying to get on the French national team, man. You're trying to plant your seeds.
No, I know. I'm gonna take Tony. I gotta take Dirk.
No, you're taking Tony or Dirk? No, that was my pick.
I was gonna take Dirk.
I thought you guys were gonna forget about
Yeah,
it.
no. Dirk was gonna fall. Dirk was gonna fall to someone.
Yeah.
Dirk was gonna fall to someone.
I know. Because you can have Akeem and Dirk. You can have Akeem and Dirk. So I put Timmy and Dirk.
Come on,
That's
man.
fair.
This is crazy.
Timmy and Dirk is crazy.
This screwed me.
Timmy and Dirk is crazy.
Greatest team of the 2000s right here. This is frustrating. I'm gonna go. Since you left from me, I'm gonna go Tony Parker at my point guard. I have a point guard and I have a center.
We talk about their prime.
Yeah. We're talking about prime. Like at peak of their powers.
Where they at type of thing, what they've done, everything's next. So.
I don't believe he's there yet, but I got to go with Luka Doncic. I'm sorry.
That's fair.
Nice.
I hate you for that pick. That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
He's not going to fall another 7 picks for me. So.
Yeah.
Nice. Ooh. So we got You got Tony, Luca, and Akima. So I got Dirk and Tim. So I need a point guard or I need a wing.
You had a point guard. You didn't choose him. I'm shocked. When Tony sees this,
we'll clip this out just for
Yeah,
TP, baby.
you got
Just
mad
for
at me.
TP.
You know what? I'm gonna stick in the 2000s.
No.
Watch
No.
Prime
Okay.
Manu.
Come on, bro.
Prime
That's
Manu.
crazy.
That was my pick. That was my pick. That was my
Prime
pick.
Manu. Yeah.
Dang.
Like
Yeah.
05 long
Like,
hair Manu.
oh,
headband
Longhorn
Manu.
Long hair Manu.
Headband Manu. Yeah.
That's a wrap.
Oh, shit. 05 long hair Manu.
Finals against the
Oh,
Pistons Manu. Yes.
Yeah, you just like,
Yeah.
kind of fucked me. But let's I gotta pivot. Now. Let's take Steve Nash. He's Canadian. That counts.
God.
Oh,
God.
Even if I don't think he deserves back.
No, that sucks.
Ooh.
God. I should not have taken two bigs
That's sick.
right away.
I wanted Manu. I really wanted Manu bad, but
I really wanted Manu.
Yeah.
Oh God. Now I gotta take a wing, I guess, at this point. Nets homer, give me Drazen Petrovic.
I seen that. I see you digging in that bag. I know how you work. I knew that was going to happen.
And you know what? I'm going to double up on the shooting. Give me Peja.
Come on. That's crazy. Yo.
Give me Peja.
Oh,
Dog.
Oh, my
5 out with Nikola Jokic as a pseudo point guard?
That's unfair. That's unfair. That's crazy.
That hurts. That one hurts. You know what? For all of that shooting that you have, for the versatility that your lineup possesses, I'm going versatile defender. Let's go with Andre Kirilenko.
No, you're a bitch.
Good pick.
That was my pick.
Good pick.
Wow.
Good pick, Jerry. Normally you sell this draft. Normally you sell this draft, Jerry.
Don't lie to people. Don't lie to people like that.
This is tough. This is annoying.
That was my next pick, though.
Hey, I had to get you back. You snagged Manu from me. Had to take Andre.
Yeah.
Oh, good job. Oh, I gotta think of somebody else. That was my pick. What Nico? Think. Oh. What we got left, though?
I have 2 more names on here that I don't think you guys are going to touch. So I think I'm going to be good.
I don't know.
On their prime, like on their prime, like who was very good on their prime? Was not a big man.
What you have?
Oh, fuck! You fucked me up with the AK stuff. I had AK. That would have been it was
Utah AK.
Yeah.
That's tough, man. Super versatile.
That was perfect. We Timmy and Dirk.
It was over.
Give me
Bro,
AK.
I was going for Kirilenko too. I didn't think he'd fall that high, but
I need a good small forward like prime. He was a no-star in this prime. And he was tough. I think can be a good fit with my team. I'm gonna give you a name. It's not the biggest name, but if I just talk about fit, give me your thing.
Ooh, okay. Like Bull Zualdeng. Okay.
Bulls Zualdeng.
Okay.
That's a sneaky good pick though. I like it.
Ben Gordon-Era Luol-Deng. Kirk Heinrich Luol-Deng.
If we were picking strictly off international, I feel like Patty Mills would be like a top 5 pick because Patty Mills international is like Allen Iverson.
Off international play, yeah. FIBA Patty hits different. That's a real thing.
Patty.
Yeah.
FIBA Patty is insane.
All of Australia hits differently when we're just going FIBA. Like Australia's different, man.
Okay, so these are my last 2 picks actually. So I got Hakeem.
Yep.
Tony Parker, Luka Doncic.
Yeah.
I need shooting, and I need another forward. Or maybe power forward.
Joe Ingles.
I'm gonna go with. I think in his prime, he's pretty forgotten. I'm gonna go Hito Turkoglu.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got
These
two names.
back-to-back picks are insane. These back-to-back picks are insane. Uh,
Hito Turkoglu. That's an underrated one. I forgot about Hito.
we just had our Magic draft a couple weeks ago too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Wow.
We did. Forgot about Marcin Gortat too. Speaking of
So I'm thinking about throwing you guys off.
Howie Mandel.
Andrew Bogut.
Okay, so I'm strictly gonna pick off the best available player here because I could throw you guys off and pick someone else. Nico, I would have picked you if this guy wasn't available to complete my roster. But I'm gonna
You didn't. Was it? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go with Mark Gasol.
Good.
Who's your
You
guy?
didn't take my guy.
The fear. The fear.
I'm like, who did I forget? Who did I forget?
The fear.
You know what? I don't. I'm looking for a point guard, but I'm gonna have Timmy, Dirk, Dang, Manu. I
JJ
won't take
Barea
a
is
point
open.
guard. I'm gonna take a. Yeah, but I'm gonna take a playmaker, a guy who played point guard. And I was one of my favorite players, one of my good friends. I'm gonna take Phoenix Brazil.
That's a good pick. Like, Boris Dio, that's a good one.
We're playing positionless basketball out here. Okay, all right. That's fair.
I gotta go defensive
All right.
big lineup. And you
I mean,
can score.
Tony's gonna blow by Diao. I'm just gonna tell you right now. Tony's blowing by him.
Yeah, I got
Let's
Timmy
get the back
winning
line,
for you.
baby.
That's true.
Yeah, no, he'll be fine.
I got Timmy and Dang. And Phoenix Boris was
Yeah.
athletic
He was.
Awesome.
He was.
and could guard though. And Boris could guard 1 through 5.
You know,
He was. He was one of
on
those
that
first
time.
positionless players.
I kind of figured these two names would drop to me. I kind of thought that Tomer might have took one of them, but now I'm kind of like at an impasse because at the All-Star game we overheard Kenny Smith and Sean Merritt and all these guys
yes.
talking about
He was one of them. He was one of them.
that deadlift shrimp could have been Luca before Luca. I don't know how true that could have been, but I think
Yes.
I kind of want to. I'm going to go with the playmaking side of things. I'm going to take Tony Kukoc because I think that offers me different versatility.
Good pick.
What deadlift would have provided. So I'm going Tony Kukoc.
Good pick. So, okay, last pick in the draft. Let me think. I got my wings. I got my shooting with Peja and Drazen. I got my bigs with Pau and Nicola. I can shift everyone down and give respect to Yao. I could go for like a pure point guard. Are we going off of like what are we like? We're going off of like peak, like peak.
Yeah.
I would say peak. Yeah.
Peak.
In that case, I'll pick the traditional point guard or the traditional point guard and go SGA. He was born in Canada.
That's
I took Steve Nash. So
You took Steve Nash. You didn't take Steve Nash. Tomer really be hating on me for these drafts, man.
All right, bro. Because you just do the snipiest shit, bro. This guy, Nico, I'm telling you, every time this guy just snipes people from us, every single draft. He's
like hell. I like two-way guys. So I probably would have took that before Steve Nash just because he's 6'7" and could play defense.
Dog, my team is tall.
All right,
my team is tall.
Let's go through our roster. Let's go through our lineups. I'm going to go with my first point guard and center. I have Tony Parker at my point guard, Luka Doncic at my 2, Hito Turkoglu at my 3, Marc Gasol at the 4, and Hakeem Olajuwon at the 5.
Okay.
All right, I got young, fit Phoenix Suns athletic bird, yo.
He got that one. He got that one specific Boris Dio card. He says,
Just this one. The 05, 06 Boris Diaw. That's this
he
one.
got the run and gun Boris Dio. That's it. That's it. That's that 1 year.
after was different. But I got this one. The first two Phoenix Suns,
Right,
my
right,
first
right.
2 year Phoenix Boris Diaw. I got long hair Manu.
Like,
I like what we're
Like
specifying.
post Olympics,
It's
like
young
post Olympics
athletic Boris
Manu.
Diaw, long hair Manu.
Yeah,
it's
have
like
to.
Okay.
it's like certain character costumes in a video game. You know, you could just like
Yeah.
toggle which one you want. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
We're choosing
Exactly.
the right skins, the right character skins. I get it.
I'm talking about ball spot. We're talking about long.
I got
Yeah.
yeah. I got Tom Thibodeau the other day.
Oh.
And he's like 48 minutes a game. 48 minutes a game.
Playing 37, 37, 30 seconds minute a game, 40 minutes a game. And I got prime Dirk and prime Timmy.
Yo, the fact that you were able to get Tim Duncan and Dirk Nowitzki together is an offense. Should be punishable
Yeah.
for all three
Yeah.
of us. I'm just gonna be honest.
Hey, I went two-way in Embiid instead of Dirk. Hate me
I-
for it later.
Listen, I understand the Dirk thing. I really love Pow, man. What can I say? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Jerry, go through your roster.
I got Steve Nash running the 1. 2 and 3 are kind of interchangeable. Karolinko and Tony Kukoc, wherever you want to put them. Giannis at the 4 and Embiid running the 5.
Okay.
The Kurenko. You give me Kurenko
Yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
you're taking Karolinko where you did. I mean, Nico would have got
That
a
was-
point,
that-
but that
talk-
threw
talk-
my
talk
entire
about-
draft off.
Talk about a snipe. The Karolinko thing was a good snipe.
Threw the entire draft off.
Okay. Give me Freaky Baby Thunder SGA. Give me tie dye jersey Drazen Petrovic. Give
Jersey, baby.
give me Peja Stojakovic, specifically when Jason Williams is passing him the ball. Let me see. Give me I'll take Lakers Pau Gasol. And then right now Nikola Jokic.
Hey, you better score points because your defense gonna be bad.
Hey, it's a boat race. It's a boat race. It's a boat race, man.
You're gonna be scoring ball because
Keep
Yeah,
hey.
perennial defenders on our rosters, man. Like Giannis, Embiid, and Karolinko. Those 3 are strapping up.
You can't defend. You
Yeah,
can't
that's
defend all 5 of my dudes. It's fine. All 5 of them.
that's why I wanted Kurenko.
Nah.
That's lucky one.
I'm drafting.
Any 5 for anybody's team. I feel confident about Karolinko's defensive ability. I'm good.
I got my your thing was a 2-time All-Star though, back to back. So I take
That was.
I
Yeah.
feel like Tony Parker isn't getting
I like
enough
that.
love here. With fastest, shiftiest point guard here, Finals MVP. I don't think we're getting enough love to Tony Parker here.
I mean, I wanted to pick him. I had no idea Dirk would be on Steve.
That's fair.
To be
That's
honest.
fair. I was thinking Dirk or Tony Parker, one of those two.
I don't have
Yeah.
to talk. Try to rain threes with my team and keep up.
I mean, like Nico said, you can't defend. So
That's fine.
It's a
That's fine. That's fine.
You better hope you making a lot.
And with those 5 guys, we're making it.
You better back, yeah.
With those 5, we're making it.
Yeah.
That is it for our episode 20 of the I Got Next podcast. Again, special thank you to Nico Batum for coming on during this road trip. We've been trying to get him down. He's been great trying to work with him on this, and I appreciate you taking the time. Really do want to thank you for it. As usual,
Thank you.
Jerry, Julian,
Gross.
special guest Nico. I'm Tomer Azarli. We'll see you guys next time.